What is up, everyone? How's everyone doing out there today? My name is Ian, and you're watching Wildcat MTG. Welcome back. Today, we are going to crack open a Phyrexia. All will be one set booster box. So far, the early returns, and it is early, but so far, the general consensus I'm hearing and seeing and feeling is that people like the set. Power level seems to be very, very high. Lots of good chase cards. Good, fun stuff to open. So today's really going to be about the opening experience. We're so far, we're in, release week. No sense in talking about pricing yet. It will be all over the map. We'll wait a couple weeks for it to settle before we really start diving into actual pricing. So today really is just going to be about enjoying the experience and hopefully pulling a few good things in the process. So with that being said, why don't we go ahead and dive on in and crack some packs. You know what's funny about this set is there's so many good things on the surface to like about it as far as power cards and chase cards that I actually almost completely forgot that there are fast lands in here, and that Phyrexian Obliterator is, it's not a mid card, but it's not even the card that people are or not even probably the top 2 cards or 3 cards that people are most excited about. I think that's really saying something. Fast lands are, very, very big modern playable cards. I have a feeling that now that they'll be Pioneer legal, they'll be running around Pioneer as well. And the fact that those are and the land cycle's okay too. Or oh yeah, I forgot Phyrexian Obliterator's in there. That's wild. Absolutely wild. Alright, here, let's go ahead and dive on in here. So there's pull tabs, so those are Japanese packs, so we can see that the token is in the back, which means we're gonna get our foil up next. Our first rare is going to be a Phyrexia. Okay, alright, not bad. I don't know if this is this usable? 3 to make a 1/1 Might with Toxic? I think it might be. Not sure, but after that we've got Mirror Convert, Quicksilver Fisher, Awaken the Sleeper, and Tamiyo's Immobilizer. Oh, that's right, because it's a set pack. So I was like, why are there so many uncommons? Jeez, why are there so many uncommons? Alright, Titanic Growth, Lattice, Fun Land, and our first gold stamp card. We've got, whatever that is. Sure. Necrogen Communion? Yeah. Alright. It's weird opening the packs from the back like that. Like on set packs. I don't know that I've ever experienced it with set packs, so it might throw me off for a little bit. Having all the good stuff up front in set packs. Okay. Pack number 2. Learn to use the pull tab, Ian. Learn to use the pull tab. Here we go. I complain when there isn't a pull tab, and then I don't use the pull tab the correct way when we have them. Try this again. See, there we go. Alright, Vivisurgeon's Insight as a foil. Mythic. We have a mythic. What is this? Hey, alright. Sulfa Mayhem Dominus. There are no bad Dominus. Domini? Is that the plural? I don't know. But there are no bad Dominus mythics, and so I will take that. I actually think that I want to kind of build a commander around that, so I'm pretty pumped about that. Mythic number 1, we've got Furnace Punisher as a showcase. Thrumming Bird, very good uncommon. Mirror Convert, Necrogen Rot Priest, Vivisection Evangelist, and a bunch of commons behind that. Infectious Basilisk. We'll look for the lands. Otherwise, I don't really care about don't really care too much about the art cards per se. But hey, Mythic, I'll take it. Not a bad Mythic to get. If I'm being honest, one of the Mythics I'm probably chasing is Mondrak, the White Dominus. I have a deck that I would like to put that in. So, first list card is Nile Spellbomb. What's that out of Scars of Mirrodin, I think. So our first list card right there. It's weird having the list card right up front. Not bad. Not a bad little common. And the foil common is going to be Volt Charge. Actually pretty decent. Next rare is going to be Venser, Corpse Puppet. Poor Venser. Kind of interesting on that card though. It's low costed. It's well costed, right? So I don't know. I'm gonna put it up there. I don't think it's gonna be value, but I kind of like the card. All right, and Necrogen Communion, Cankerbloom, Voidwing Hybrid, and then we start hitting our commons: Raptor, Anatomist, Insight, Scrap Trap, and there we go. There's our first Phyrexian land. Sweet, Phyrexian Swamp. Those look so good. The art in this set it's really good. It's really good. All right, next pack up. What do you guys think of the set so far? Are you guys enjoying it? How's your pre-release going? Did you guys participate? Did you guys pull anything good? All right, Carnivorous Canopy. Hey, there we go. Green Sun's Twilight. Neat. This is also the buy a box promo, so not bad. I think all the Twilights, I don't know, if I say Zenith like 50 times, that might happen, but I'll try to say Twilight. Green Sun's Twilight. Also the buy box promo, pretty good card. I think all the Twilights seem to be pretty good. Got Thrumming Bird that time in the showcase. Apostle of Invasion. Ossification. Porcelain Zealot. And then we start hitting our commons here. I like the Skull Bombs. Those are that's a pretty good cycle. Pretty good cycle. And then we got a nice little foil island in that full art land. That actually looks pretty good. I know that people are more excited about the Phyrexian ones, but it's not bad either. That's not too shabby either. All right. Moving right along here. One mythic in. What am I looking for? I would love to add some ooh, oh, whoa. Hey, mythic off the list. Neat. Saheeli. That's actually fun. That's a good pull. I don't know about value-wise, but I don't have any copies of this, so I'll definitely take it. Nice little Kaladesh list hit. Got a Saheeli. Very nice. Take that. I ain't mad about that. Churning Reservoir as a foil uncommon. Rare is going to be Malcator Purity Overseer. That's a lot of text there. Elephant Wizard. Phyrexian Elephant Wizard. That's probably all you need to know about that card. Oh! And then, okay, what is that? That's weird. Okay, so we got the regular version, and then we got the showcase Ichor version behind that. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, we have a mythic? Wow. Okay, it's a commander mythic, too. Sun's Glory. Flying Lifelink Haste seems decent. 5 for 3/3, though. But whenever he attacks, gets a counter. Experience counters. Man, that's a weird and good card. What a weird pack. I'll put it up there with Mythics, sure. Urbrask Anointer, that in that showcase. Jawbone Duelist. Ambassador. Sentry. And we start hitting our other good stuff behind that. And our little crazy land. Just going to put that over there, here. Cool art card. Not bad. So we had a Saheeli. Then, was that a 1, 2, 3, 4? 4 rare mythic pack. Double mythic, albeit one being commander. That's pretty cool, though. Here, let's do that. Yep. Yeah, I'd love to pick up some of the fast lands. I have a need for the Dark Slick Shores. I have a need for the Black Cleave Cliffs, so would not be upset about picking up some of those fast lands. All right. Foil uncommon is Tyvar Stand. Actually, a really good uncommon. Like this thing plays really well. At the weakest part, it's like a knockoff Tameo Safekeeping, and at its best, it's also pumping your creature too. So, really strong. Skrelv Defector Might. So we got our legendary Might here. Not sure if that's playable or not, but I kind of like the card, so I'll put that up there. Very good. And then we've got our Bone Picker Scourge in the showcase. Tainted Observer, Scheming Aspirant, Unnatural Restoration, and Distorted Curiosity. And then we start hitting our commons beyond that. Nice land. Sure, actually, I don't know what I'm doing with that. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. Cool. All right. About halfway, a little more than halfway through the first column. Doing okay so far. Say okay, I don't know what a good box looks like or feels like, but I like the Saheeli hit. That's nice off the list. Anytime you get something off the list, I feel like that's just like an auto win, right? Offer Immortality as the foil common. Oh, Jace. A little mythic action, a little Jace action. All right. I'm interested to see if this card sees constructed play or not. It feels like, I feel like Mill is best in Modern, but also this feels too slow for Modern. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is Jace playable? Is Jace constructed playable? All right, we've got a Sinew Dancer after that. Watchful Blister Zoa. Trawler Drake, really good in Limited. Like, kill that card or it will kill you. Serum Core Chimera. And then we start hitting our commons here. Sinew Dancer. Ooh, we've got a foil. A nice little foil Phyrexian land. Plains, that's nice. It's really nice. Put that right there. Put the art card right there. Sure, why not? Cool. You guys are like, he's being mean to the art cards and he's chucking them. Yeah, I wish I cared about them more. I don't. I've said this once and I'll say it again. The second they start putting like actual artist signatures on those art cards, and even if they're numbered or whatever, if they're one per case, I'm all in on that. But until then, I just don't care that much about the art cards. All right, Crawling Course. Venerated Rot Priest. I like this card a lot. I think this card is really good. I actually would love to build some constructed decks around it, and I will be. So that's a nice rare hit. That was one of the cards I was most excited about coming into this set. Rustmine Cultivator, Drown in Ichor, really good removal spell. Nimrazor Paladin, Chittering Skitterling, say that 10 times fast. All right, and we'll start hitting our commons. Terramorphic Expanse, nice Phyrexian land, we'll take that. Cool, art card, fun stuff. All right. 3 mythics in. One's a commander mythic, and I don't know what to make of those. I guess there's probably a couple of good pulls because they're probably going to be actually harder to get in non-extended because most of the commander cards are going to come out of collector boosters, so they'll come in that other version, the extended. All right, here we go. What's our rare? We got a foil evolved Spinoderm. And I remember when Blastoderm and Calciderm, I think, was the Time Spiral one, when those cards were all the rage. This is very much a throwback to those cards. Kind of a nice hit. I'll be interested to see, again, is this constructed playable? Is 4 for a 5/5 no longer good? All right. Kaya. Hey. So Kaya is very expensive. That's a lot. That's a 7 CMC, but a Planeswalker with Hexproof. We haven't seen that before, and I'll be very curious to see if that makes them a little bit more playable. Kinzu of the Bleak Coven as a rare. Okay. Quicksilver Fisher. Sinew Dancer again. And start hitting our Slaughter Singer. Skull Dweller. Noxious Assault. Pretty good. Alright, and our commons here. So we've got our last pack of the first row here. Again, all things considered, not bad. We got a couple of mythics plus a commander mythic under our belt. Couple of strong rares. And a nice hit off the list as well. All right, here we go. Last pack of the first column. Centurion. The Seed Core. So it's like basically like Pendelhaven for toxic creatures. Or for toxic. Which is kind of good, right? Like if you're going to play that, then you would, I would assume this, you would include it. So I think this card's kind of good actually. Obviously you have to build around it. You're just not hammering it in every deck, but still pretty good. All right, Venomous Brutalizer. Expand the Sphere. Nahiri Sacrifice. Poor Nahiri. Tyvar Stand again. Nice. And Charge of Might's pretty good. Cool. All right. Not bad. Not bad at all. Second column. I don't think we've hit anything that will end up shaking out to be value, but that's only the first third of the box. Not disappointing. Okay, here we go. Curator. Slowbad. Slowbad seems like you must deal with him, otherwise he will do some pretty gnarly things. Thrumming Bird. Necrosquito. Armored Scrap Gorger. Evolving Adaptive. Pretty good. And we start hitting our commons here. All right. Ooh, hey. Nice. I will take another foil Phyrexian land. I don't know how many of these per box we're getting, but that's 2 for us so far, plus a full art land. Next pack, moving right along. List hit. It's weird when they're right on top. It's Linvala. That's out of Zendikar Rising. Not a very valuable card. Has some practical use to it, but not a card I'm honestly excited about seeing. That's fine. We got the Saheeli already, though. Reject Imperfection. Hey, there we go. First of the fast land. And I did say Dark Slick Shores, and I'm totally cool with that. Very nice. I will take the fast lands. Cankerbloom. Again, it's weird to me that, it's funny because I think fast lands, like, they're good. They're playable. They're constructed playable. They're not so good in Commander, but which I know is the most popular format. But, again, they're modern playable. I'm going to guess that they're going to be Pioneer playable. So it's funny that, they're not a feature of the set. I think that kind of speaks to the strength of the set in general when people aren't like hyping up. Ooh, Lucky Clover. That's a nice list. That's an interesting list. Not a nice list hit. It's a card that got banned. It's a card that got banned from the Eldraine times. Sinew Dancer. Hey, whoa, cool. The Eternal Wanderer. I love that there's some really good planeswalkers at the rare rarity. And a Borderless Dark Slick Shores. I will take that. I will take the Borderless Dark Slick Shores. Very nice. Again, not going to be upset about those. The fact that they're, you know, kind of not even like the selling point, if you will, on the set, I think speaks volumes about the actual set itself as well. All right. And I said the same thing about, you know, it was Obliterator, right? Like I was just like, oh, no one, I mean, not no one cares about Obliterator. That's completely incorrect. But I think if you were to rattle off like the first, say, 4 cards from this set that you'd be hyped about, I'm not sure that the Obliterator actually cracks the top 4, which is really saying something. All right, Basilica Spellbomb. Seachrome Coast. Now we're hitting our fast lands. Seachrome Coast. Cultivator again. Plated Onslaught. Infested Flesh Cutter. Swooping Lookout. And then we start hitting our commons. And a nice little Phyrexian Mountain at the end. Eviscerator. We would take the Phyrexian Eviscerator as well. All right. Probably right about the halfway point in the box. I'm going to start speed running through some of this now. I think I've got the layout of the packs down pretty good here. Vraska's Fall. Oh, Blue Sun's Twilight. Interesting card. I'm not sure where I rank this among the Twilights. Probably my least favorite, I think. But we've got Graz the Unstoppable Juggernaut behind that. In that, is that manga art? Really looks good. Either way, whatever that art style is, I like it. I'm not sure how much... Again, I'm not sure how playable the card is, but I like the card. I think it's cool. We got a Juggernaut Commander now. Are you kidding me? Furnace Punisher. Yeah, some other fun stuff after that. And then we've got our cool mountain and our art card. All right, we have slowed down, though, woefully on the Mythics. This is where we need to make up some ground. Came out of the gate kind of hot and haven't really done a lot since then. So let's pick that up. Asking you shall receive. What do we have here? Hey, all right. Tekuthal, another Dominus. This is the blue Dominus. Also pretty good. This guy, again, I really don't think there's a bad one, but if you're going to proliferate twice, that's a pretty good static ability. And then a 3/5 flyer that can, of course, become indestructible. Bladed Ambassador, Gleeful Demolition, Cacophony, Scamp, Exuberant Fuseling, and some other assortment of good commons after that. All right, so ask for a Mythic, get a Mythic. Very good. Let's do that. Let's play that game again. Can you get another Mythic? Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, they added that to the list? Force of Vigor. Off of Modern Horizons 1. This card is super good. That is a really nice list hit. I had no idea that was on the list, but I am happy it is there, and I'm happy to have pulled it. This card was like $35 at once. I can't imagine it's below 25. It's got to be somewhere around there. So that's got to be that's a really sweet list hit, and I'll take copies of that all day long. That is a great hit. All right, Bloated Contaminator. I actually like this card. 3 for 4/4 Trample, Toxic 1, and then whenever it deals combat damage to a player, Proliferate. That seems strong, right? Green got some creatures. Magmatic Sprinter. Green got some creatures, huh? All right, 3 packs left in this middle row. Middle column. Oh, I keep doing that. Here we go. Batterfist, sure. Glissa Sunslayer. Okay. 3/3 First Strike Death Touch. Can't go wrong with that. Bone Picker Scourge. Rustvine Cultivator. Churning Reservoir. Skywarden. Finisher. Cultivator. Okay. Some decent stuff there. I can't believe that that Force of Vigor off the list that's really nice. That consider the box price of like a set box, and it's probably around 125, somewhere around there, 125, 130, something like that. Getting a $25 list hit seems awesome. And a Graz the Unstoppable Juggernaut. So we've got duplication here. This is a foil rare Graz. Sure, we'll put them up top because, again, Juggernaut Commanders. Hey, there we go. Black Sun's Twilight. I like this card quite a bit. I feel like this is going to be a key piece of removal in the meta now because of, we have Dominuses running around. We have indestructible guys. Necrogen Rot Priest. Nice, actually, showcase there. And Battle Choir. Some other decent stuff behind that. Cool. And a nice Phyrexian. Ooh, Kaya. Gold stamp Kaya. Sure. And a gold stamp Kaya plus a Phyrexian Island. All right, so we're at 4 mythics, though. I have no idea with that. That seems a little low still, right? Like we should be due for at least 1 or 2 more. All right, Sinew Dancer. Monument to Perfection. I've seen people talk about this card, and I don't know if it's going to be good or not. Some other fun stuff here. It looks like we get another foil land. We sure do. We have a foil, nice little foil plains, actually. That looks pretty good. We'll take that. All right, we're into the last column now. Yeah, you know what? I am enjoying this set quite a bit so far. I know it's early, but Mythic, yeah. What do we got here? Capricious Hellraider. Capricious Hellraider. I'm not sure that this is... I don't know. Maybe it's better than I think it is. Was not on my list of mythics that I was hoping to pull, if I'm being completely honest. Blight Blood Rat. It's cool. It's a mythic. It's, you know... Man, sign of the times, though. Like, 6 for 4/4 flyer. I know it does a bunch of other stuff, but unexciting by stats. All right. Give me giant Phyrexian dinosaur. That's the kind of creature I'm looking for. Okay, here we go. There's a mythic, though. Oh, there. Whoa! So we have triple Darkslick Shores, including a borderless foil. I mean, I'm not going to be mad about it, but that's some wild, wild duplication to get a regular, a borderless, and a borderless foil in the same box. But you know what? If you're going to pull, if you're going to pull these cards, the Fastlands, I think Darkslick and Black Cleave Cliffs is where you want to be. Not complaining about a borderless foil in the slightest. And then an Archfiend of Dross behind that, and that is that what do you call it? Showcase or borderless or Ichor? I don't know. It's cool. Sinew Dancer, Scheming, Unnatural Restoration again. Some decent stuff behind that. Interesting box. Seeing the layout of these is pretty interesting. The triple Darkslick Shores is really throwing me. Again, I'm not upset about it. Burning Inquiry, it's a nice little list hit. M10. Play some Hollow One with that. Sure. All right. Autonomous Furnace. Cool. Not bad. I actually really like these in Limited. I think they're pretty decent. Pretty decent lands. Jor Kadeen, first Gold Warden. Bladed Ambassador as the showcase card. And we've got some nice... Again, Drowning Ichor seems like a really good removal spell, especially in the what will probably be the meta at that point. All right, handful of packs left here. Again, hopefully still looking for one more Mythic. At least one more Mythic. That would put us up to 5, 6. Yeah, plus the Commander one that is in there. We got another foil rare. Look at that. Whoa, Conduit of Worlds. Hey! I know people are very excited about this card as well. And again, that's our third foil rare of the box. Fourth? That's our fourth technically, right? Counting the borderless Darkslick Shores. That's pretty good. So we've got Graz Conduit of an Evolved Spinoderm plus the Darkslick. Soulless Jailer up next. We've got our Sawblade Scamp. Nim Razor Paladin. Some other good commons and uncommons. We've seen most of the commons and uncommons at this point, so that's why I'm kind of flying through those. And actually, nice foil plains again. All right. Handful of packs left. Let me just... Yep, that's what I didn't want to do. There we go. Cool. Knocking cards around. Excellent. So I've hit 2 Dominus, so I'm not really sure that that's in the cards, but maybe an Elishnorn. Necrogen Rot Priest as the foil showcase. Hey, Razorverge Thicket. Cool. Again, I like variety, and I will not be sad about Fastlands. Not even a little bit. Got our Rat. Noxious Assault again. Paladin of Predation. Pretty good. Okay. Not bad at all. So, let's see here. What do we got? 4, 5 packs left? I'm going to say this is a pretty... It's hard to tell based off of the cards within the set. Getting the borderless foil Darkslick Shores feels good. Obviously, the Force of Vigor is kind of... Honestly, it might be the most valuable card we have here. Implode. Pretty good card. Nice little... is that Planar? Whisper of the Dross as a foil common. Hey, Phyrexian Arena. There we go. Funny, like no one talks about that card anymore, but that card was staple forever as like a card draw engine. Like another example of a card that's like super, I want to say under the radar, or just, yeah, no one really talks about it, but it's in the set and forever useful card. All right, come on. This pack does not want to work with me. All right, here we go. Handful of packs left here. We've got Prosthetic Injector. Rares, another Conduit of Worlds. I will take it. I will definitely take that. Synthesis Pod. Sure, after that, that's a Commander. And then we've got Fisher, and then Viral Spawning, Feed the Infection, Infectious Bite. And we had our uncommons and our commons after that. All right, 3 packs left. Is there any other mythic juice left? I do feel like we kind of, I want to say struck out, just didn't really hit it with the mythics yet to this point. All right, Wizard class, another list hit. Actually, a pretty good uncommon. Escaped Experiment. Rare is a Ovika Enigma Goliath. People are talking about this card for Commander. Sawblade's Camp. Tyvar Sand again. Nice. Shieldred's Edict. Pretty good. And some fun stuff after that. All right. 2 packs left. The mythic count feels light. I'm just going to say it out loud because one of those is a Commander mythic, right? So that means we only have 4 mythics that are non-Commander. That seems low for a set box. Bladed Ambassador, sure. Rare is a Argentum Masticore. I kind of like this card. I think it's probably a little bit expensive for this day and age, but still pretty decent. Uncommon is a Necrogen Rot Priest. It's like the 4th time this box. Necro Titan, Vat of Rebirth, Minor Misstep. All right. Hey, it's been a while since we'd seen one of those Phyrexian lands. Cool. Last pack. Last pack. Let's do a quick rundown of this box. Here we go. Nope, it's a rare. I actually like this card though. Monumental Facade seems, or Facade or whatever it's called. It seems pretty good. I actually think that's a pretty strong rare if you're going to invest in running oil. So, not bad. Incubation Sac. So, my box feels really Mythic Light. This box feels really Mythic Light. That's the obvious one, but triple Darkslick Shores, including a borderless foil. Force Vigor off the list is monstrous. Actually, that probably even saves the box. It feels like a very medium box that would have actually been below average were it not for the Force of Vigor. But again, that's going to really do some damage when you've got that portion of it. So that's the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor. If you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button for me, hit the like button for me, and by all means, drop me some comments. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks so much, and be well, everybody.